Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and in this video here, I'm going to explain to you how the secret garden works in Wild Arms 3, and pretty much everything you need to know about it. So this area is, actually let me go out here so I can show you the world map of exactly where I am. This area is something you can unlock right around the same time you get the Sandcraft during Chapter 2. You can see me on the map right now. Let me, where is it? That's dungeons, towns, the secret garden. So you can see I'm standing right next to the green square on the map. It's maybe like south central portion of the map. And there's a dungeon nearby here too called the Decaying Labyrinth. These two things are connected. In order to gain access to the secret farm, you'll need to go into the Decaying Labyrinth and do some stuff there. Basically complete the dungeon. And then you'll be able to gain access to the garden in the secret garden. I'm pretty sure I called it the Secret Labyrinth before, but... Anyway, this is the garden. This is the gardening screen, rather, and you can see we have three options. Sow, breeding, and harvest. So, harvest, you can see that there's some stuff going on there in the list. That's all the things that I have ready to be harvested, and you can see I have quite a few crops going. So, I'll take everything that I can, like that. And sow, it's pretty much self-explanatory. This is how you select something in here, and then you can select where you want to plant it and then plant it. And you will notice breeding is the one that requires the most explanation. So in here, you'll notice you can just basically go to any of these and then sacrifice them like this. And you'll notice that after you sacrifice one of these items, Florina will say something. So breeding essentially... I need to give you a rundown of how all of this works for you to understand what breeding does. So each time one of these plants fully grows, there is a percent chance that you will fail to harvest anything. Breeding will allow you to increase that percent chance so you do not fail to harvest anything. So for example, if I can't breed these heal berries or potion berries anymore because I've already got them to 100%, which means I will never fail a harvest on those items. So let's see. Revive fruit, flowers are tough and strong, blah blah blah. Let's raise it. It'll take 10 sacrifices in order to raise it by 10%. There you go. So we raised it into another. You can see Florina is saying something different now. So when she says flowers are actually tough and strong, just one look at this sapling here and you'll see how strong it is. That means you have a 60 to 69% breeding or 60 to 69% harvest chance. That means, 60% chance to successfully harvest it or 40% chance to fail. And each time you breed, it goes up 1%. So some of the items you need to breed more than others. Like some items such as heal berries have a high chance of success by default. Other items like tiny flowers, for example, they have a very, very low chance success for initial success chance. So let's see. See, she says the chances of this seedling surviving are next to nothing, but please do not give up hope. This means you have a less than 10% chance for the harvest to be successful. So you need to basically, in order to increase your odds, you need to sacrifice everything that you get at first. Is essentially the thing you should keep in mind. So we're just going to go through everything. Maybe we'll raise it once. Maybe this last one. There we go. So you can see it went up. She said something different, which means now there's a 10% chance that the tiny flower will be successful when it grows. So we can do the same thing. Full carrot. This is also going to be low. Let's see. It's very difficult. Okay, this is in the 10 to 20% chance for full carrot. And don't worry, I'll explain this into more detail in a bit. So I'm just sacrificing basically everything that I have here, just because. Holy root, we have some of those planted, right? Yeah, we do. Revive fruit, we can sacrifice a few more of these. Let's see. Mega berries. You can see this one's a little different. If you listen closely, you can hear the flower thumping. This is a 30 to 39% chance of success. And like I said, each of these different crops starts out at a different percentage. So full carrots, tiny flowers, they all start out at a very low percentage. Same with mega berries. And I will show you how to very quickly grow a lot of things at the garden in a second. So how the growing works, when plants grow, there's a hidden whatchamacallit, a hidden timer, for lack of better words, or a hidden like resource counter, whatever you would want to call it, that measures how crops grow. So, and this is called counterpoints, is what it's, I guess, called in the code, or what just gamers decided to call it, because that's what it's called everywhere online when you look. So each crop requires a certain amount of counterpoints in order to grow. Generally, the more rare the crop is, the more counterpoints that it will require in order to grow. So, let's see. That one we just maxed out. If you rewind the video and then you pause at that moment, the last thing Florina said was, this seedling should grow strong. No, not should. It will definitely grow strong. That means you have a 100% chance to harvest them each time it grows, which is obviously the most you can get. And she just did the same thing for Revive Fruit, because I can't sacrifice them anymore. So both of them just got maxed out, essentially, is how to look at it. So let's see. Let's do more Mega Berries in place of these Potion Berries. Let's see. Is there anything else? Yeah, we'll just do all Mega Berries. We don't really need the other berries. So, going back to the counterpoints. Hopefully, too, we can I can jump across the gorge very easily. Here. I always mess up jumping across this gorge, or any gorges in this game. It's very, very annoying trying to use the horse. I'm going to use save states and just, if I fail, I'll reload and do it again. So, counterpoints. There's a few ways you can get counterpoints. Of course I failed. The first way is, go 1 minute of gameplay. Every 1 minute of gameplay, so just watch the timer in the bottom left. Every time that goes up a minute, then that's one counterpoint. Talking to any NPC in a town, that is also one counterpoint. Gosh darn it. I really, really hate horses in this game. Like, really, 10 out of 10, absolutely can't stand them. There we go. So that is the train station. Going back to what I was saying, though. Talking to NPCs in town, one counterpoint. Going through one battle is 5 counterpoints. The easiest ways to get counterpoints are sleeping at an inn. And that's what I'm going to show you here. So the easiest inn to, well, technically you don't need an inn, you just need to sleep. So going to Baskar Colony right here and then sleeping repeatedly over and over in this inn is, well, in this bed is the best way to do what we need done. You can, if you set up any method of automation, you can do this more easily. You can just keep, doing what I'm doing repeatedly here. Each time you sleep at an inn, though, you're going to earn 20 counterpoints. So this is the most you can possibly get in the shortest amount of time. So you can just spam sleeping at an inn over and over and over like this and get tons of counterpoints, which is going to make our crops grow faster and allow us to go back and harvest a lot more crops versus, running around and getting into battles or something like that. So let's see what else I need to explain. I'm reading from the guide I wrote on my website at the same time. So apologies ahead of time for the delay in me talking. So some of the items you might need, like Mega Berries, for example. Technically, you need one of these items, and you'll probably find one while going through the game, because once you get one of these items, then you need to sacrifice it first at the sow window, and then you'll be able to plant it whenever you want. So once you bring an item to Florina, basically sacrifice it, she'll create seeds with it, and then you can plant the seeds whenever you want. So once you get one Mega Berry, you're good to go. You can sacrifice it at Florina and then plant them. Once you get one full carrot, you can do the same. And then essentially what it all comes down to is you need to keep growing items and then breeding them, aka sacrificing them through breeding, to raise your success chance at successfully growing them. And then it's just, it's your traditional RPG grind where you raise your success chance, and then they grow more, and then you breed more to raise your success chance further, and then just the infinite loop of raising success, and then breeding them until eventually you get your 100% success rate, and you can do basically whatever you want. So there's a few other benefits to raising the success chance of all of your items to 100%. I'm pretty sure Florina gives you an X-File key, and there's another reward too. Also, every item that you raise to 100% will be for sale in the black market shop, which is, if I'm not mistaken, in the town of Little Twister. I have not been there yet. You also need the black market key in order to get into the shop, which I don't know how to get yet. I might do a video on that once I get to that point. And it's worth mentioning the last way to advance or get counterpoints is by advancing the story. Although, from everything I've read online, this is subjective. It says, what I read online, it's when you complete a dungeon that counts as advancing the story, and also when you find the clue that unlocks the next dungeon that counts as advancing the story. So, in my opinion, it sounds like there's some subjectivity there, and you won't really know without looking at how the game is coded what exactly is the flag, what exactly is the flag for advancing the story. So I'm not going to go dive into that one too much. The main ones that are easiest to do, like I said, are sleeping like this. You get 20 counterpoints for each time you sleep. So it's usually, I think the plant that requires the most to grow is like 85 counterpoints, and that's probably something like a tiny flower or a full carrot. So that is like 4.25 sleeps per, which isn't too bad. And like I said, also 1 minute of gameplay counts. Talking to NPCs in town counts as 1 point, yada, yada, yada. So let's see how long. This video has been going on for 11 minutes so far. So let's head back to the secret garden, and I want to show you how much has grown in the last time we were there. Let's turn off turbo speed, because our horse will have issues jumping the canyon with turbo speed on. Even more than he already has, that is. There we go. That's the last time I have to do it for this video, at least, so that's good. Alrighty, so let's see what Florina's up to. So harvest, you can see we got quite a bit to harvest from our like 5 minutes resting at an inn repeatedly. 8 megaberries, 22 revived fruits, 6 holy roots, 3 tiny flowers. We have 0 full carrots. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to plant more full carrots. And you notice we have we can get rid of the mini carrots since we're full up on those. And I guess we can get rid of the revived fruits too, since we're full up on those. Well, we're not full up on them yet, but we're not going to use that many anyway. So let's see. Let's go through. Let's see what our chance is for this. If you listen closely, so 30% chance for megaberry. And this is essentially going to be your main rotation, like I said earlier on in the video. You keep going, resting, coming back here, getting what you can from harvest, and then sacrificing, and then going back, resting, coming back here, yada yada, over and over. It's up to you if you want to go up to 100% for every single one of these items, or you know exactly whatever it is you want to do. I'm personally going to go to 100% for every item because I'm writing guides for the game, so it's kind of like part of doing guides. I have to experiment, learn stuff, all of that fun stuff. But as you can see, it is, I have nothing else I can sacrifice. It's pretty straightforward. I just need to go back to Basker Inn and then, you know, rinse and repeat over and over and over again. Also, the first time you, let me see if I can find a personal skill that'll be easier. The first time you get one of these items up to 100%, you'll be able to get this. Green Thumb. This is incrementally increases the effects of berries. So each time you put points into Green Thumb, it will make your berries stronger. I'd recommend putting this on Virginia since she gets the Mystic ability. She'll be able to use extra powerful berries on the entire team at once. So you can basically use Virginia as like the full healer for your team. And she always gets the first turn in battle, which makes it, extra good. But anyway, that's really all there is to it. Hopefully this video answered all of the questions you have about gardening in Wild Arms 3. If I forgot anything, left anything out, or got anything wrong, please let me know in the comment section below. It's always good to get that sort of feedback. And if you would like to see a written version of this guide, please check my website, almarsguides.com. Aside from that, I will catch you guys around in future Wild Arms 3 videos. Peace.